Phoenix Children's Hospital Give-a-thon on KTA.
Hello and welcome back, YouTube. So it's 7:34 p.m.
ACE is the place with exactly what you need, starting with the help and hope for the kids and families of Phoenix Children's Hospital. Donate today for the kids of PCA.
I'm in such a bad state of mind right now. I don't even want to fucking deal with HelloFresh. Hopefully I haven't completely fucked myself on the Wonolo platform, although looking at the stuff I looked at when I canceled the job, I definitely fucked this weekend. And that sucks.
Go to wgu.edu/azteachers.
And what I really need right now is a can of fucking Cold Mountain Dew. Got too much blah 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 on the radio. I really miss having a working CD player in this car so I can just listen to some good music. Some of my music. So, at this point, like, I'm 30 minutes late, over 30 minutes late. I couldn't really find anything regarding policy for showing up late. It just said withdrawing in less than 12 hours, which of course now I'm late. And I'm not sure if that's, I mean, apparently that's what I did. And that's different than a no-call, no-show, which would be if I just didn't do anything on the app and just never showed up. From what I read, if I just don't show up, it's just permanent removal from the Wonolo platform. I'm done on Wonolo. Which is pretty fucking harsh, considering like how many successful shifts I've worked through Wonolo for different requesters. So, and I know I know for sure I'm on a favorites list for HelloFresh delivery as well as for Restaurant Depot. So, whether I'm actually on such a list for HelloFresh production is debatable, but I think I was. Seems like, oh God, what the heck was his name? Derek, who's no longer with Wonolo. Seems like that's what he told me. Shut up, car. Oh damn, my car's overheating. It's not overheating, but the gauge is way higher than it should be. I just want to go home. I don't feel like being around people. I don't feel like doing work. I'm just frustrated myself. Frustrated because I have no idea where my hoodie was. By the way, I didn't even go into Goodwill. When I was getting ready to go in, I'm just like, I don't even know what's going to fucking happen when I show up that late at Wonolo. I should sit and look and find out. I never did find the answer to that. I didn't mess with their chatbot support because yeah, I just pretty much came to the conclusion it's useless when I started using the platform. So first withdrawal in less than 12 hours is considered quote-unquote breach of contract. And the penalty is that any jobs that I was scheduled for, I would be kicked off of, which is not a penalty because I'm not scheduled for any other jobs. So at least I can take comfort in that. At least I'm not going into this weekend like I was last weekend with, or like I have been on some weekends where I have 2-3 shifts already lined up for the weekend. So yeah, no loss there. That's a good thing. I want to go north on 27th. Oh, I don't know why I'm going north on 27th. 27th doesn't go through very far. I should have went north on 35th, but I couldn't turn left coming out of the parking lot I was coming out of. I never come to this part of town. Like, I never really go south of where the HelloFresh warehouse is. Other than I used to occasionally go to the Del Taco that was like a mile and a half south of the Amazon that I worked at. It was like Lower Buckeye and 75th Avenue. And then I would sometimes just drive back to Central Phoenix via Lower Buckeye or Buckeye, but never really south of Lower Buckeye, and then on the west side. Anything on the west side of Phoenix, south of Lower Buckeye. I guess that's the area I'm trying to say that I never go to. So it feels weird driving through here, and I'm not really familiar with what's down here. Like, I kind of know the layout of the streets from my years as a cab driver and my general obsession with maps. But I do know 27th Avenue doesn't cross there's like a big city dump sort of thing south of Lower Buckeye at 27th Avenue, and 27th Avenue doesn't cross that. So if you go north or south, or if you're going south of Lower Buckeye, you either need to do 35th or you need to do 19th. Yeah, it looks like 27th is ending here at Broadway. So I guess there's just 1 mile of you can't get there from here. There's also the Salt River there. So that's fine. This is actually a stretch I used to be very familiar with. Wow, and it seems weird being on it with this many lanes. This used to be the junkyard like road. This is a whole mile of junkyards. And it used to be that Broadway through here was a 2-lane road. Wow, and I can tell just from looking at the road that it not only has been widened for a long time, but that it was widened a long time ago in its age. So I think the last time I was regularly going to this junkyard road would have been in like the 1990s when I had my cab, and it looks like it's still junkyards on both sides of the road. Just the road is a lot wider. It's a full-on strode now. It's like 3 lanes in each direction. Fences on each side. It used to be it was a 2-lane road, and then all the space between the fence and the road was just parking. People would park there. All junkyards. Wow, that was trippy. It's kind of weird going down a stretch of road that I haven't been on in, Christ, 30 plus years. I would say 30 years. Yeah, like 30 years since I've gone down that stretch of Broadway. And then suddenly remembering exactly what it was like, in the mid-90s when I was, early 90s, mid-90s when I was regularly going down. Well, we got people, actually, I'm the one. Wow, I don't believe I did that. They actually had the walk signal. I didn't really see him until I was already executing that left turn. Whoops. Wow, I just became that asshole. Yeah, I should really go home. So anyway, back to the Wonolo thing. So if I had any jobs lined up, they would be canceled, which seems like a real disservice to the requesters that might have me scheduled. Especially if it's one of those like Restaurant Depot or HelloFresh delivery that really, really likes me working there. Yeah, that sucks. It also says that you're suspended for 3 days, so that pretty much cancels me doing anything through Wonolo for my whole break weekend. So I go back to work Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock at God, it stinks through here. Holy crap. There's Lower Buckeye to the left. Whenever I come down Lower Buckeye, I never take it all the way to 19th. I usually always turn left at let's say 22nd Avenue, which it's odd for an even-numbered avenue to be a through street, but 22nd Avenue is a pretty decent thoroughfare between Lower Buckeye Road and Durango, which merges into the I-17 access road. So yeah, been quite some time since I've gone down this stretch of 19th Avenue as well. Of course, I'm about to merge onto I-17, and you know, I'm on I-17 all the time, so nothing special over here. Well, this weekend sure took a turn for the shit. I'll slowly follow this guy onto the freeway. We're doing 20 miles per hour right now. That's awesome. I don't know. Hopefully this will pass. So it showed like a first offense, second offense, third offense kind of thing. Didn't seem to differentiate on the Wonolo app, like if like after a certain period of time, first offense just kind of falls off, and your next offense gets treated like a first offense. So yeah, that's kind of shitty. I really miss Amazon's attendance policy. It was very workable, and I mean, granted, ultimately it ended up not being workable for me, but I mean, I had a straight up mental breakdown. But generally speaking, in spite of all my mental health issues and other issues, it was pretty workable for me for a long time, and really clear cut, like what was expected. I mean, I guess Wonolo is pretty clear cut. It's just kind of shitty. I'm just perplexed, like what happened to my hoodie. Like, it's always, I mean, after my first shift, like I'd pop my trunk and I saw it was there, and it's been there ever since, and I've just kind of taken for granted that that's where it's at. It's kind of come to expect that's where it is, and it's not there. Sometime this afternoon, and I'm just not thrilled with Priscilla right now. I'm still frustrated about the last night I went over there. Nights like that upset me to the point I don't just get over them the next day. Sometimes it takes me days, sometimes it takes me weeks to get over that level, that kind of frustration. I was having a conversation with Keontae while we were driving around at the rental car center. I had mentioned, you know, my birthday was, that it was my birthday, or my birthday was the next day, or whatever. He goes, "Oh, you're a Leo," and I'm not sure if he was bringing this up or if Andre was bringing it up. It's like they're both rolling with me. One of them said something like, "Oh yeah, Leos hold grudges," and I don't really subscribe to the fact. I don't really subscribe to the theory that there's 12 different personalities that are all and destinies that are all based on the zodiac. I personally find that all to be complete horseshit. But oh yeah, I do tend to hold grudges. I mean, I'm still angry about shit that my ex-wife did to me in 2002. I still have very little to do with my dad over shit that his second wife did to me in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Let's take the grudges way back. I'd have to say that's the oldest grudge I'm still holding. I still want nothing to do with my stepmother, and probably won't have much to do with my dad until she dies. And statistically, she's probably going to outlive him. So, just tailgating big time. Like, I get that the guy in front of him should really be going faster on this ramp. I would like to be going faster than 38 on this ramp. I usually do this one at about 60. But that doesn't make that kind of tailgating any safer. Well, the 24th Street SkyTrain station looks insanely cool from here. I don't know, I've never really noticed that, other than I don't really drive this stretch road, like, ever at night. Of course, that does mean one thing I can do tonight that I wasn't planning on doing tonight. It's actually something I was thinking about doing earlier this afternoon, but I just never got the motivation to leave my apartment. Yeah, now it kind of makes sense, but I don't think I want to go there right now because I don't want to impose on Samantha during her Friday night dinner rush, because it could be busy as fuck at Domino's right now. But I do want to go to Domino's and get my last check and return my uniform. And maybe she'll be happy to see that I found my hat. Or she might not even be aware that I left the extra hat there, because I didn't tell anybody. The night I was pissed off and I quit. Like, it was kind of the last thing I did before I walked out, was I took my hat off and stuck it on one of the tables in the back room by where the desk office thing is. I don't know how big that check is going to be, but I don't expect it to be that much. I think I'm alright money-wise. That's actually something worthwhile I can do when I get home. Make that phone call I've been putting off all week to the Costco credit card people to get that card replaced, and then I can go through that email that I got like over a month ago from SRP regarding assistance programs for paying your power bill. So that's the only thing that really has me over the edge right now. Other than that, I'm pretty caught up. I mean, I'm a month behind on my Cox bill, but I'm not even sweating that. And against all odds, I've managed to stay up on all my credit card payments through all of this. Which is more a result of me just being too not making the effort to call them and try to make payment plans, and instead just I continue to just keep getting the automatic payments of the minimum balance just sucked out of my checking account, and managed to just deal with that and keep up with other bills in spite of it. So, but I guess I should be happy at least that gives a good result. I did make a pretty sizable payment earlier this week to wow, there's another driver with no headlights on. No headlights or tail lights. It's no blue shit box. Never ceases to amaze me how many people drive around Phoenix at night with no lights on. So, yeah, I did manage to make a payment on my Wells Fargo credit card. And it was really weird, like, and I should have maybe done some screenshots of it, but at one point it said I still needed to make additional payment. And then when I got to my online banking, it showed that I didn't have anything due. So I didn't need to make any payment. So, I don't know. I should log into my Wells Fargo credit card account and check that shit. I should wrap this up. I don't have anything else positive to say. I wasn't even going to vlog tonight. My plan for tonight was just to drive to HelloFresh and go to work, and stopped and got my sip and save drink. And since I knew I wouldn't really have access to a drink inside the HelloFresh warehouse, I just got Powerade I wanted to get the pink breast, but I didn't have any. I had the mango Powerade with no ice. Figuring it could just sit in my cup holder all night and put it in my fridge in the morning. But yeah, I got there right on time. I mean, I got there at, I want to say 6:55, just enough time to, pop my hoodie, pop my trunk, grab my hoodie, and I had my backpack already on my shoulder, extra shirt in it, and we're good to go until I found my hoodie missing. One mistake pretty much fucked my whole weekend. And the shitty thing is, if the attendance policy was more like Amazon, I could just look at that and go, oh, fuck me, and just drive home, take a little time, find it. I'm sure it's not going to be that difficult to locate. Or, go to Goodwill, buy another one, whichever. And just show up an hour late and lose an hour of UPT. Which, if they had a similar policy to Amazon, wouldn't even move the needle on my UPT. Instead, I'm not going to be able to work any Wonolo jobs at all this weekend, and I'm at step 1 of a 3-step process of being permanently removed off the platform. It just sucks. All because I forgot where I put my hoodie. Okay, my gas is at the crisis point. What I think I'm going to do is, provided I get there in time, see if I can get a temporary card from. God, it might be too late for that. I think it is. God damn it. About getting a temporary card over at Costco, but it might be too late for that. So I can go get gas. I'm on fumes right now. And the main reason I haven't been topping off my gas tank is because I know this car's going over to Rob's for having to figure out what's wrong with the cooling system and why my fan just doesn't seem to work whatsoever on my it's an impossible dream to have a working radiator fan on this car. I don't know if I'm making it or not. I don't know why I'm still shooting video. Just frustrated with how this was looking like it was going to be a solid weekend. I figured I'd probably get HelloFresh again tomorrow, or maybe some other, Wonolo gig or whatever. I was looking forward to tonight, and an easy $171 in my bank account. All completely thrown to shit because at some point I put my hoodie somewhere different than where I normally put it.